In this session, I'll be explaining to you uh, what is this outcome-based program which we are starting on April 23rd, right? And what is the methodology of this program? How are we going to proceed in this program, and whether you will be able to benefit from this program or not. See, to explain you it in a very basic and a very simple sense, this program is a revision program of the major static area of your syllabus in a very effective and a pinpointed way, and in that time of your day, which usually is not a very productive time for most of the students, and which if utilized productively can set in the tone for the rest of the day. And if the morning time is good, the rest of the day is good, complete day is good, and that results in a very productive month for the complete for the a very productive month uh, in the remaining 50 days or so, right? And that will set in the tone for the remaining 20 days, right? So what is this program? It's a 25 to 30 days live revision program for effective and quick revision of the major part of the static syllabus. What is all in the syllabus, which will be same, right? Most of the sessions in this program will be in the morning, 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. There'll be a three and a half hour session, right? In which I'll be telling you to study, and then we'll be discussing the major things, right? No irrelevant or extra notes will be given, because whatever you want to study, you have to study. You already have all those things, right? Therefore, you do not need any additional burden on you. However, any specific notes, if required, that will be given to you, right? So this is the method how we'll be going about. You'll be given the time to study the topics. Okay, you have to complete the readings of the topics in that particular time. Then we'll be discussing those topics. Then appropriate PYQs, logical techniques, value addition, some mnemonics, some maps, which if it applicable, that will be discussed, right? And there will be a specific focus on how to simplify the complicated topics, what are the ignored topics, and what are the more important topics, right? So this way we'll be proceeding. What is the schedule? We'll be starting from April 23rd. This is the schedule. Firstly, we'll be covering ancient history in 2 days, then medieval history, then modern history in 2 days, then polity in 2 days, economics in 2 days, geography 3 days, environment 2 days, and science tech 1 day. Right? This is a tentative schedule, because since it is a completely live program, therefore we cannot have a very rigid schedule. If required, plus minus 10% can be there, right? And the schedule has been designed in such a way that you are getting the time to study for that particular subject as well, and you are getting, therefore you can utilize that time productively in the session as well. So if I were to take an example, for example, of ancient history, how will things look like? It's starting on April 23rd. 21st and 22nd April, you just revise your ancient and medieval history from whatever area or whatever sources you have done, right? Then in the sessions itself, from 6/7 to 3 and a half hour, I am giving you time to study. Let's say at 6 a.m. till 6:15, I say you that you revise your Indus Valley civilization. You revise that thing, and you'll be able to revise it in 15 minutes. Only if you have revised it earlier. Then in the next 15-20 minutes, we'll be discussing then in the next 15-20 minutes, we'll be discussing the important points of IBC, what you should not miss out, what is the most mandatory thing, right? These type of all discussion, along with some of the PYQs which have been asked in Indus Valley Civilization, right? And all those things, right? And then we'll be done with medieval. Then you have next 2 days for, let's say, 26 and 27 for modern. You cover modern, and then in the next 2 days in the session, modern will be done, right? Then in the next 2 days of gap, you'll be covering on your own polity, and on May 2nd and 3rd, we'll be covering polity. So in a way, if you are if you maintain discipline in this schedule, you will be able to cover most of the subjects twice in 4 days or 5 days, whatever is applicable, right? And this is a very effective way to study, right? Because you are using your morning time, then you're carrying that momentum in throughout the day, and then that if the day gets productive, your month gets productive, right? And let's say ending a very productive month on May 20th, and your remaining 25 days will also be productive, right? So this is a tentative schedule. It can vary. Two important things if you want to reap the maximum benefit from the outcome program. One is that it will give you the maximum benefits only if you attend it live, right? Second thing, it will give you the maximum benefit only if you are able to align with the schedule of the program. It should not be the case that we are doing ancient medieval and in the sessions and on your own you are doing economics or geography, right? That can be a very tricky situation for you only. Therefore, if you feel that you can align, or you only then you join the program. If you feel you cannot align it in any case, then the program probably won't benefit you, right? Although there will be recordings, but recordings are not as beneficial in this program as the live session. So these are all the topics which we'll be covering. You can go through this. It's available on the channel as well. These are all the topics. This year we have included the regional kingdoms and important points of NCRTs as well. Geography, all these topics, polity, then economics. In environment, we'll be discussing the protected areas, biosphere reserves, the Ramsar site. And in space technology, we'll be discussing biology, space, and biotechnology base. Right. So who all can benefit? What are the prerequisites? There should be an idea about the topics mentioned above. If you're an absolute beginner, this course won't benefit you. Adequate revision at your end, as I've explained you. Who can benefit? Aspirants who are struggling with the static syllabus completion and revision, looking for a productive, quick, and effective revision in the next 1 month, looking for a methodological change in study. That means a productive way of utilizing your next 1 month, right? And this is a program which has benefited immensely in 2022 and 2023, mainly due to the nature of this program as well as the other outcome which this program brought. That was your completely productive day. So the outcomes of this program, if I am to summarize, will be number one, your effective revision, most likely 2 revisions, and number two, your productive day, number three, your productive month, and number four, that productive month then carrying into the next 25 days. Right. So all of you who feel that this program can benefit you, it aligns with what is your requirement, you can join this program. Right. Otherwise, if you feel that, you may also just use the idea of this program and maybe proceed on your own. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.